None shall survive! Yes, your majesty! Ready yes, for your majesty! Moving! Destroy! At your service! At your ready for action! Yes, your majesty! Ready for action! Ready for action! Ready for action! Ready for action! A worthy order! Yes, your majesty! Proceeding!
Your command, a worthy order!
Yes, your majesty! Proceeding! Ready for action! Proceeding. At your service! At your service! Proceeding! At your service! Yes, your majesty! Yes, your majesty! At your service! Yes, your majesty! Ready for action! A worthy order! Yes, your majesty! Proceeding! Ready for action! A worthy order!
Yes, your majesty. Very well.
At your service! At your service! Yes, your majesty! Ready for action! Watch this! Yes, your majesty! At your service! At your service!
Your will? None shall survive. Your command?
Yes, your majesty. Yes, your majesty. At your service.
A worthy order.
At your service.
A worthy order.
Yes, your majesty. Yes, your majesty. Ready for action! Ready for action!
Your will?
Ready for action! Ready for action! Ready for action! Watch this! At your service!
A worthy order!
At your service!
Very well.
Yes, your majesty! Watch this!
Yes, your majesty.
Destroy! At your service! None shall survive! Yes, your majesty! Yes, your majesty! Yes, your majesty! Moving! At your service! At your service! Moving! Ready for action! At your service! Ready for action! Ready for action! At your service! Proceeding! Ready for action! Watch this!
Your will?
Ready for
Destroy!
action! At your service! None shall survive! At your service! None shall survive! Majesty! At your service! Proceeding! Watch this! Yes, your majesty! None shall survive! At your service! Ready for action! Your service! Ready yes, for your majesty! At your service! Proceeding! Yes, your majesty! Moving! Yes, your majesty! Moving! Ready for action! Proceeding! Yes, your majesty! Ready for action! 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 Yes, your majesty! At your service! Yes, your majesty. Yes, your majesty.
A worthy order.
Yes, your majesty.
Moving.
Ready for war. Yes, your majesty. Yes, your majesty. Ready for action. Ready for action. Yes, your majesty. Yes, your majesty.
A worthy order.
Ready for action. Proceeding. Yes, your majesty. Ready for action. Proceeding. Yes, your majesty.
A worthy order.
Ready for action. Proceeding. Ready for action. Destroy. Yes, your majesty.
Watch this.
Ready for
Destroy.
action. Ready for action. Proceeding.
At your service.
Ready for action.
Destroy.
Yes, your majesty. Yes, your majesty.
At your
yes, your
service.
majesty. Ready for action. Yes, your majesty.
None shall survive.
Ready for action.
Moving.
Yes, my lord.
Ready for action.
A worthy order. At your service.
Proceeding. Yes, your majesty.
Moving.
Ready for action. Be careful.
At your service. A worthy order. At your service. Destroy.
Yes, your majesty. Yes, your majesty.
At your service.
Moving.
At your service. At your service.
Proceeding. None shall survive.
At your service.
Watch
this. At your
Ready
service.
for action. Ready for action. Yes, your majesty.
At your service.
Ready for action.
At your service.
Yes, my lord. Be careful.
Ready for action. Proceeding. Yes, your majesty.
Moving.
Ready for action. Proceeding.
At your
Yes,
service.
your majesty.
Proceed.
Yes, your majesty.
At your service.
Yes, your
Orders?
majesty. Yes, your majesty. Ready for action.
At your service.
Destroy. Yes, your majesty.
A worthy order.
None shall survive.
Yes, my
At
lord.
your service.
Yes, your majesty.
Watch this.
Ready for action. Proceeding.
Ready for action.
Ready for action. Yes, your majesty.
Ready for action.
Yes, your majesty. Proceeding. Yes, your majesty. Yes,
Moving.
your majesty. Ready
At
for
your
action.
service.
Ready for action. Ready for action.
A worthy order.
Yes, your majesty.
A worthy order.
Orders? Brilliant.
At your service.
Moving.
Destroy.
Yes, my lord.
For order.
Ready for action. None shall survive.
At your service. At your
Ready
service.
for action.
Ready for action.
Destroy.
Orders?
Yes, your majesty.
Moving.
Yes, your majesty. None shall survive.
At your service. Moving. Destroy.
Yes, your majesty.
Moving.
Ready for action.
Moving. At your service.
Yes, your majesty. Yes, your majesty.
Moving.
Ready for action.
Destroy. At your service.
Yes, your majesty. None shall survive. Ready for action.
Destroy.
Ready for action. Orders? Orders? Ready for action. Ready for
At your
action.
service.
Proceeding.
Yes, my lord. Ready for action.
my lord.
Ready for
Brilliant.
action. Orders?
At your service. Watch this. At your service.
None shall survive.
At your service.
Proceeding. Ready for action.
Moving. At your service.
Yes, your majesty.
At your service.
Proceeding. Ready for action.
Destroy.
Yes, your majesty. A worthy order.
Ready for action.
Be careful.
At your service.
Yes, your majesty. None shall survive. Ready for action.
At
Moving.
your service. Destroy. At your service.
Moving.
Watch this.
Yes, your majesty.
Destroy. At your service.
Yes, your majesty. Yes, your majesty.
Moving. At your service. At your service.
Moving. Ready for action.
Moving.
Ready for action. Yes, your majesty.
A worthy order. At your
Yes,
service.
your majesty.
Moving.
Ready for action.
Watch this.
Ready for action. Proceeding.
At your service.
Move. Ready for action.
At your service.
Proceeding.
At your service.
Proceeding.
At your
A
service.
worthy order. Yes, your majesty.
Moving. At your service.
Ready for action. None shall survive.
At your service.
Watch
This.
Yes, your majesty.
Moving.